What's going on, everybody? This is your fellow paisano Rino Zaurini in the house. Welcome to my channel, ladies and gentlemen. Soccer forever per sempre calcio. And always per sempre, please put a like on this video and subscribe to my channel. I think everybody knows the basics, whoever follows me, and what it needs to be done. So let's take care of business, shall we? Okay. I know I haven't been doing videos for the last couple of days because there's so much to talk about. Like one day you hear a thing, one day you hear another. It's just like, mamma mia, ragazzi. Make up your mind. Let's, have the right news so we don't have to get too excited or mad. And, every day things change. And I'm just like, I know a lot of people are telling me, oh, you always talk about Juventus. Well, I can do so much, my fellow paisans. Like tonight, I'm going to start with the situation of Juventus, which there are other teams around, but it is more affected to Juventus. And I'll explain my thoughts on this. Then, of course, we'll go through the Mercato, not just Juve, about Milan, Inter. And then we can have a little discussion about the latest games and what will Serie A go. Because with this situation going on, I don't know what you guys think, but for me, è una porcheria. Like, too much is too much. Don't get me wrong. I know our fellow president screw things up. I know that Juventus is a public trading stocking market, which there has been involved things, because they did things on the phone, because, ladies and gentlemen, questo pezzo qua, this phone, you can hear everything. If you want to do crazy stuff, keep it secretly, like, don't do things, especially you're in organizations like Juventus, that everybody is involved. It's where all money is coming from, and of course people will point more on that team than the others. So let me give you my thoughts about this, shall we? Okay, we all know that they were penalized for 15 points. The other day, 2 days ago, I heard they might give another 15 points. Then the chances are, worst case scenario, that we might go to Serie B. Correct? Then I found out yesterday that things might change because there are other teams involved. But then, well, we have to find out 100% sure, because I was following one of my paisans, which he had a nice special guest, Romeo Agresti. We will know for sure all the details, the reason, at the end of March. Now, with this, that as they said, we got penalized of this plus Valencia. Everybody does plus Valencia, even in a normal world. Like, for example, I bought a Coke. A stupid example, ladies and gentlemen. Coke Zero. I pay for $1.50. Then a person comes to me. He wants to sell for me for $3. It doesn't make sense that the guy wants to sell me for $3, but the guy wants to give me $3 for. Then I make that extra $1.50 plus Valencia. Okay. So the reality of this, like what happened with Pjanic and Arthur, Barcelona bought Arthur for 30 million and they sold Juventus 70 million. The same with Pjanic, 30 million, and they sold Arthur. They sold Pjanic for 70 million. So the whole reason of this, they thought doing these kind of plus Valencia, they will do better for the team. What I came in conclusion? Una caca. It's true, during the COVID, unfortunately, in Serie A, they had no choice. They had to do these things. I know it's everyone. Even in La Liga, between Barcelona and Madrid, but these guys, they know how to clean their hands. I know we found out that they're looking at Milan because of the situation when they bought the new owners. They did some schiferia, how can I say? Anyway, Napoli, but they said not with the Osimhen deal, but we're going to look into it in 6 months. But be careful, my fellow paisans, especially my fellow Napolitans. Be careful. The chances are you're going to win for Scudetto because nobody can say nothing about Napoli at this moment. But let's say you guys win the Scudetto. Then after the Campionato, they look into it. They might take your Scudetto away. They might give it to somebody else. But besides all this, guys, to keep a little bit short about the situation, even a fellow paisan I was talking today. Non ti viene la voglia di parlare di calcio. You don't even feel like talking about soccer because it's all about politician, talking about this caccheria. It's not like before. Before, Serie A was the most beautiful thing of beautiful league, I should just say. Better than the Premier League right now. Than the Premier League, they're on top. And with all this politician and this plusvalenza and all this hate and injustice, mamma mia, ragazzi, io non ce la faccio più. I can deal with this shit. You know what I mean? But all of this, it was cause they did this penalization just to punish our ex-president, Mr. Agnelli. Because everybody does plusvalenza. The law lets you do it, so is that only the reason why we get penalized? We all know the situation because Agnelli did the Superlega without telling nobody. Agnelli, he had thoughts with everybody. He had thoughts with Marotta, with Piero, the FGG. As much I don't like Gravina because the way he's doing, not just for Serie A, even the Italian soccer, things has to be changed there. But he had fights with everybody. Of course, the judge wanted to penalize more us. This is my thoughts. Then you guys can comment and say whatever you think because of this guy. Because at the end, he cleaned his hands. He's out. He's not allowed to be in the Serie A for 16 months. So there's your answer. Because sometimes in life you have to keep your mouth shut. But the problem with him, he wanted to do things not proper, like the Superlega. It was dead in the middle of the night without saying nothing to nobody. Then he goes against the Serie A, the FGG. Back in the day, as you all remember, he was going against the oh my God, La Corte di Roma and Milan to get that Scudetto. But you gotta keep things calm because then you have a bad reputation. And at the end, us fans. And of course, the players, because in the sporting world, like the players, they don't mean nothing. Yes, there were rumors about the players getting involved with the pay and all that kind of stuff. Like Dybala, Chiellini was involved in this conversation on the phone. Like too much on the plate that at the end of the day, I keep on saying it. This was just to go most likely against us because whoever you talk to, by Milanisti, Interisti, as much there's rivalry, they said that they shouldn't do this during the Campionato. Which there's a fellow lawyer, he's a Milanista, but he hates Juventus, but he's a lawyer, l'avvocato, grande avvocato penalista, diciamo, which means great lawyer penalization. This is what he said about the situation. He said, calcisticamente la Juventus la detesto. Technically, I hate Juventus, which we all know that everybody hates Juventus. But the reason why I'm going to explain this in English directly, so you guys can copy me. The reason why about this situation of Juventus, it seems like the environment that we live in nel nostro paese, in Italy, which means, because we know in Italy, they say, mi è sembrato il clima in questo paese del mondo del vivo del modo giudiziario, which means it seems like to be in this environment that what happens in Italy, live it in a way to do justice. So this is from a lawyer, but he's a Milanista. You understand? So I don't know what to say. We'll see what will happen. Then, like I said, with Milan involved in Napoli, but the chances are that these teams, they won't be penalized like Juventus. So my 2 cents on this, guys, it is what it is. We'll play by ear. Let's wait and see. Of course, us Juventini, we will have to stick together because, as you notice, over 500,000 people cancel Sky and the Zone, and now they're in trouble. Which I heard there will be a meeting with the FGC to talk about the situation because they're losing money. The fans, everybody, there will be a gong show going on Sunday, in which I heard there are going to be protests at the FGC. So we'll see. Is it going to work? I don't know. I know most people told me it's not going to work. It's not going to do nothing. But I'm just bringing out there what I know. Okay? Do I agree what Daniel did? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm a Juventino guest, but I am honest with you, and I'm not really happy about the situation. All I want is the better and hope we can resolve this. Because if it affects us, it's not good for Serie A. I know you can put this hate against Juve with all the tutto l'amor del mondo, all the love, respect, but you know you gotta look at the better picture, you know. So we will see what happens, my fellow paisans. With Milan, there was just a little bit 2 cents about the situation, but we'll know more for then. If I know the full situation, I'll do just a simple video of Milan, and then I'll give you up there. Then let's move on forward. Enough of this porcheria, because it's too much, man. Too much headaches. Then people, chimica, ma destra, sinistra, calls me like, let's just wait at the end of the March. In 10 days, there's going to be the official, and we'll see what they're going to do. I know John Elkann is going to fight for this. Our new president is going to fight, which Mr. Ceferin is going to try to find his way not to kick us out at the Champions League. Either if we win the Europa League or maybe top 4. But top 4, my fellow paisans, no bueno. I don't know if we can make it. But we've seen the situation. We tied with Atalanta, per carità signor. We got penalized. But then Inter loses with Empoli. We already earned 1 point. And Milan loses with Lazio. We might earn another point. But I don't think we're going to make a top 4. It all depends. They like Milan and Inter, especially Lazio, which they're playing very good. They got to drop major points, my fellow friends. Mamma mia, ragazzi, ma che te lo dico a fa? Che te lo dico a fa? In this week, nothing special besides the Inter and Milan game. As I said, we're going to talk about Mercato. So let's talk about a little bit the game of Inter Empoli and what happened. As we all know, Inter lost against Empoli. And the beauty of Serie A, we can complain about Serie A, guys. We can complain because with this porcheria, for me personally, mi passa la fantasia di guardare. Like, I don't even want to watch because this is not soccer. This is about politics, about fighting for this, but it's not enjoyable. But the beauty, because you see these small teams with these young coaches, they're doing a pretty good job. Like Empoli, man, even that goal, Bazzarin from Empoli did a beautiful goal and beat Inter in Milan. I know my fellow Interists are going to say, well, we're missing one guy. Well, it's not my fault that Mr. Skriniar gave a nice kung fu kick to Caputo. Then after all, they found an excuse because Skriniar's agent was closing a deal, and the chances are that Mr. Skriniar is going to leave. Focus on the game. Who cares what the agent is doing? Like, common sense. That's one of the news of the Mercato, that Mr. Skriniar is going to leave. Come cazzo si chiama? Inter. And yeah, it will be tough because he's one of the top players Inter. And as you see, without him, even though Inter have the top players, because there's no excuses, 10 people, because we've seen Napoli losing with Cremonese less than one, with 10 people. I know there was extra time involved, blah, blah, blah. Torino beat, Milan last minute at the Coppa Italia 1-0. So there's no excuses. Milan could have managed to beat these guys, but it is what it is. Then the day after, Milan and Lazio. Mamma mia, ragazzi. Like Milan are campione d'Italia, winners of the Scudetto last year. Lazio, don't get me wrong, when they play at home, Lazio is unstoppable. Like how Lazio play, but Milan, no, just stop. There's nothing there. Like 4-0 against Lazio. I understand people are saying the goalie, Magnana, is not there, but that goalie over there, the one they have right now, fa cagare, man. Per carità, signor. Minzica. Now, there's no excuse because of that goalie. Like, let's be honest, guys. Madonna mia. Madonna, ma che te lo dico fa? There's nothing much to say. Like, and a lot of Milanese, I know they're very pissed off about this. I have a fellow paisano message me, oh, you had this and that. What happened with Milan? Because they lost with Inter 3-0. And now they lost 4-0 with Lazio. That's really bad. Oh, our team sucks. Well, that's what happens when you talk shit about my lovely Juventus. This is what's going to happen. Worry about your team, which we're going to see what's going to happen this week. Then talking about Milan, there were some rumors about the Mercato. Okay. Now, this Zaniolo thing. Like I said, one day you hear a thing, one day you hear nothing. One day you hear a thing, one day you hear nothing. Yesterday I heard that Zaniolo might close the deal with Bournemouth, a Premier League team, because Milan had no interest, as what they said yesterday. But then this morning, I looked on OneFootball, they said for the next 24 hours, they will find out if they're going to get to Zaniolo, because Zaniolo doesn't want to go to this team. Comprende? And yeah, could try again for Zaniolo for the next 48 hours. So we'll see by tomorrow, maybe Sunday. What's it? It's not the Mercato is going to close soon. So, but Mercato January at the last day, anything can happen. But Milan, it doesn't seem anything special. There was like a bunch of names that but nothing. I think they're going to keep what they have. Maybe if they're lucky to get Zaniolo, but who knows? Who knows, Paisa? Who knows? Then besides that, this week Serie A is coming. And sorry, I'm my own guest tonight. I know I said that I might have some special guests, but I'm my own guest tonight because my lovely guest couldn't make it tonight. So, but like we say in Italian, meglio da solo mal accompagnato. Better alone or better accompanied. So, but the next ones, I have some very special guests. I won't mention name, that he will maybe join. But I will probably do that on the weekend. We'll keep it in English and Italian. Hopefully by next week, then I'll keep you guys updated through my Facebook, TikTok, e compagnia bella. So, either in that, let's see what's going on with Serie A, shall we? Okay, Serie A. which started today. Today was Bologna Spezia. Bologna win 2-0. Congratulations, Bologna. They deserve a win. Lecce loses with Salernitana 2-1. Now tomorrow, Empoli Torino, Cremonese Inter, which I think tomorrow there won't be Barella and Di Marco, I believe, and of course Skriniar. So we'll see how is that gonna look, and let's see how can Inter manage, because after Empoli, but we know Inter, it's up and down, so it's not always bad with my fellow so-called cartonati. Yeah, as they said, but Skriniar, they could sell them 10 million. But then with the start, okay, I'll give you a little 2 cents here. Robin Gosens may start. It's about time, because I do like Gosens, but I don't know why they never start this guy. Like straight up. Like, I understand this guy was injured whatsoever. He did pretty good with Atalanta, but in Germany during the Euro, but recently, since that injury, I don't know. So, yeah. Go since there's anything else. Di Marco has been... Oh, so he's going... Di Marco's place, okay. And so Gosens one of them then. I'll post it up tomorrow morning, the full lineup before the game starts. Then moving on, let me see here. Atalanta Sampdoria. This is on Saturday match. Empoli, Torino, Cremonese, Inter, and Atalanta and Sampdoria. Then Sunday, Milan Sassuolo. That's a big test right there. A really big test. You guys beat them last time to win the Scudetto, so let's see if the i diavoli rossoneri, i diavoletti, che cosa faranno. Let me see what you got on Sunday. Then, of course, Juventus Monza. The latest on that, all I know, Vlahovic and Pogba that everybody's waiting for. Okay, you guys know I'm not a big fan of Pogba, but I hope he does a good job and let these young kids grow like Fagioli and company, which will be a good effort for these young kids. And I'm pretty sure he'll do a good job, but I'm not a big fan of him. And let's hope as long as he plays, doesn't get super injured, that's all I care about. And of course, Vlahovic, my boy, let's hope he joins, and I think Kies will be joining, then Di Maria, but I think Vlahovic and Pogba will be on the bench. Then Lazio, Fiorentina, Napoli, Roma. That's going to be enough, because last time they beat Roma, so we'll see if Roma can manage to beat that Napoli. I'll be watching that because I want to see my boy, Dybala, La Gioia. Let's see what he does if he's on that game, but I will find out close to Sunday. So there you have it. Then the Coppa will be next week, the 31st, Tuesday. It will be Inter Atalanta, Fiorentina Torino on Wednesday, Roma Cremonese Wednesday, then Thursday Juventus Lazio for the quarterfinals for the Coppa Italia, ragazzi. That's going to be more excitement. Then I think the week after that we're going to have finally enjoy some Champions League. Well, I won't be enjoying it because my love of Juventus are not there, but I'll be enjoying the Europa League. But I'll still enjoy watching Champions League, even though when Italy's not involved, I always enjoy them. So just remember that. I like watching soccer, watch other teams. Because, guys, after what's happened in Serie A, I even told one of my paisans, like, if things get like this, I'm just going to start watching Premier League. So it's more exciting. You watch 2 minutes of Premier League, the highlights, mamma mia, nothing wrong with Serie A, but with this porcheria going on, this drama, ti passa proprio la fantasia, ragazzi. Izzica. Want to talk about Champions League? Well, the Italian teams, they're going to start Tuesday, February 14. Milan and Tottenham, which I think Tottenham, they're going to give them una bella padosca, ragazzi, because Conte, it's his first time going through the round 16 after a long time, and he has the players, so we'll see. Probably Magnan might be joining. I don't know, but who knows? They might be lucky Milan to win extra time and penalty shots, don't you think? Then there's PSG Bayern Monaco. Do you care? Nah, I don't care. Then Wednesday, Club Brugge Benfica. Passa bad. Borussia Dortmund against Chelsea, February 15th. Do I care? Aria fresca. Maybe I'll watch it halftime, because Chelsea, they're not that great, but we'll see. But it will be an interesting game to watch Borussia Dortmund and La Caccaria La Chelsea. Frankfurt Napoli on Tuesday 21st. That'll be good. Liverpool Real Madrid. Pisanti, Mat. Tuesday, February 21st, man. That's going to be revenge. That's going to be in Liverpool. See, I'm definitely going to watch that. Then on Wednesday, February 22, RB Leipzig, then Manchester City against Manchester City, then Inter Porto. I know a bunch of my fellow paisans, so-called Interisti, think they're going to beat Porto, but Porto, so far, every Italian team, they have problems. So we'll see if Inter can show this magia. So there you have it, my fellow paisans. And yeah, nothing much, nothing special. I thought to do live. I'll try to do more live videos because, guys, it's hard to do videos to talk about every single team. I know I do Juventus because it's my team whatsoever, but I try to bring other teams as well. That's why I want to bring some guests interissimi at least, but sono vagabondi, you know? Oh, Reno, yeah, I'll do it, yeah. I'm not gonna attack you. We're paisans. I'm a Juventino, you're a Milanista Interisti. We're talking about soccer here. It's not gonna kill you or something. Mamma mia, ragazzi, ma che te lo dico a fa? Che te lo dico a fa? And yeah, that's about it. 1 second, guys, I'll be right back. Just sorry about that. A little bit something came up, so I might have a guest come in. We'll see. So we'll see what his thoughts about it, and we'll see if he comes. But we can still chat. I know nobody's on here as always, but we'll see what happens. And yeah, we'll see if my fellow guest will have to join. I think he's right there. Okay, 1 second, guys. Add him to the screen.
Rino,
Grande Nick, buonasera.
buonasera. How we doing?
Not too bad. How are you?
Oh, all good, all good.
So you won't be here that long. You just want to give your 2 cents about whatever's going on.
No, up to you, Rino.
No, it's your call. I don't know if you watched the beginning of my show. I did bring up about my thoughts, what's going on with Juventus, then what happened with Milan and Napoli, but the plus Valencia. I gave a little bit by 2 cents about the Mercato of Milan, Inter, Juventus. I haven't said anything yet. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Nick Cardone. He's a referee. If you want to ask questions about referees, so Nick, tell me about your thoughts about this situation, because we talk about this today, that you're not happy about what's going on in the Serie A, because like you said before, it was better. Now with all this porqueria, it's not looking good.
Oh, look, one simple thing, okay? I've had friends tell me this, friends who don't really watch Serie A. Okay, they said, you guys are always fighting with each other in Serie A, and then you wonder why you don't make 2 World Cups. and they're
That's
right.
true. They're true.
But yeah, to be honest, I mean, look, here's what I don't understand with plusvalenza, and this is for any team, okay?
Okay.
Not just Juventus.
Because I said my piece at the beginning, then I can repeat it. But
Yeah,
say your thought.
yeah, is how I like if you sell a player for an amount and another team agrees to pay the price for it, what's wrong with that? If someone
Nothing's wrong with that because I've been hearing from other people. They say the same thing. It's not un reato. Like it's nothing bad. It's like that you shouldn't. I should because everybody does plus Valencia.
but like Reno, if you want to pay $1 million for my watch right here,
Yeah,
great.
I did an example with the Coke.
Yeah, exactly. So look, to be honest, I think even Cassano,
Exactly.
he said, look, if they messed up, okay, fine, they should be penalized. But guess what? Other teams messed up too. You got to punish them too. He said,
No, it's a 100%. But you know the way I look at it, about the situation, they did this all on purpose. It's true that Juventus got cut more because they are a public trading stock market, correct?
correct.
But because they did things on the phone, and you know, with the phone, me, you're talking, they can hear everything. You know what I mean? But they did this just to penalize Agnelli because after what he did with the Superlega, going against, Gravin and company and everybody, that's what it came through.
Well, I mean, it really looks like right now, from what we're hearing, is that UEFA is actually less upset about this.
Yeah, because Agnelli's not around because apparently Ceferin wants to talk with the new president and make things clear as long that the Superlega is not involved. That's what I heard.
Yeah, exactly. I do think that because of that, I don't see a road that's too dark. But we'll see. Honestly, be honest, there's just so much news, and it's gonna take such a long time that I think day by day, you've covered everything. That's for how many things are out. It's actually really quite simple.
Yeah, because you don't know what to believe. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I didn't do videos recently because 2 days ago they said they're gonna give extra 15 points. Yesterday they said they're not gonna they're gonna give it back to 15 points. So I don't know what to believe. So that's why I did this video. Then I heard from my paisano, all cast Juve with the great Romero Agresti, and they said the same thing. We all know what will happen by by March, I believe, by the end of the month of February, what will be in conclusion.
Yeah,
Because now it's coming up Milan involved, Napoli, but I don't think they're going to be super penalized.
yeah. I mean, look, we'll see. That's all we can really say. I mean, Agnelli definitely made mistakes, but one example I'll give or is that plenty of teams have done this. Atalanta, all right.
Yeah.
Then with that's how they have survived and gotten where they got was with plusvalenza. All right.
Yes.
Napoli with Osimhen, with
Osimhen, yeah.
plusvalenza. And I'll be 100% honest. This actually isn't me criticizing the other teams.
No, absolutely not.
I think there's nothing wrong with this.
It's just something just to jeopardize whatever was going on with Agnelli for me. And it's affecting the Serie A. People don't understand that. That's why I get pissed off.
Well, we'll see. That's all we can say.
Yeah, because Elkan speak up. He said he's going to defend, and we'll see what happens. Because you hear from Calcio Mercato, we're going to Serie B. It put us to Serie B. There's already 500,000 fans. They delete Sky and the Zone, and they're already losing money. They want to lose more money. Hey, that's fine to me.
150 million.
150 million. I heard around 500 this morning. Maybe.
No. So 500,000 subscriptions, but it's total for 150 million euros.
Wow. Because I heard Sky, they're going to have a meeting, I think, with the FGG and talk about this. Because they're going to lose money big time.
Well, so 2024, for 2024, they have to renew the TV rights for 3 years in Serie A. Serie A is already behind all the other leagues. So if they're about to lose 150 million, you think someone's going to pay Serie A nearly even close to the amount of money they got paid? It already went up after Ronaldo got there, and now you think it's going to stay there? Absolutely.
Yeah, but the problem is with the Zon and Sky, I heard from my friends in Italy, they pay like a lot of money, like 40, 50 euro a month. And I don't blame the fans doing this because they barely work. And what they're going to do, they're going to pay this kind of money, Sky, the Zone for what?
Exactly.
You know? So I don't know what to say. And we'll see. Because now, with, like I said, with Napoli and Milan involved, I only hope, let's say, as much we have this rivalry with Napoli, let's say if they win the Scudetto, then after 6 months, they take off the points, they try to take away the Scudetto, then they give it to Inter, like what happened back in the day. Then I miss Gazzi. Non mi stanno bene, you know?
Hold on, though. So I actually, you know what, though? I'll be fair to Napoli here. And you know me, like I always, with the banter of them. Okay? But I'll be fair to Napoli this time. In 2006 with Calciopoli, all right, it was a whole Inter scheme.
Yeah.
This time, it's not a Napoli scheme.
No. Absolutely not.
Napoli has
Napoli
nothing
deserves,
to do
if
with
they
this.
win, they deserve. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if they win the Scudetto, then if these plus Valencia verify they take off the Scudetto, then give it to Inter. You know what I mean? That's what a lot of people have been saying, but I hope not. Because Inter's the only team, like you said, nothing. I haven't heard nothing about that team. Like, they're so innocent, this team. Like, I don't know. You ask me.
Yeah, I mean, look, and I told you earlier, I just want to watch football. One thing I enjoyed about the World Cup, okay, was I just got to watch, and that's it.
Yeah, because it was exciting. You see other different teams that they played. Questo è calcio. Il calcio si ama, non si odia. And this is the problem with all this hate around, that's why the league is going down the shits.
Yeah, Premier is way ahead. And for example, you have many teams. So like Bournemouth with McKenna.
Yeah, that's where Zaniolo wanted to go, but they said no.
With Zaniolo. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, they were going to pay 30 million for Zaniolo. They are in 15th place in the Premier League. 15th place. In Serie A, I don't even think
Bologna.
Maybe not even 6 or 7 teams could pay that much money for someone.
No, but even now with Juventus, there's the deal closing with McKenna at Leeds.
Right.
But he wants to go because it's more money.
More money, and there's a lot of Americans there.
Okay.
The coach is American. There's 2 or 3 other American players. The owner is American.
Okay.
So I understand, but that's another example. 30 million plus bonus on a team that's not even a top team in Premier. It's a big difference. It's a whole other. They're so far ahead.
If you look at the January market of the Premier League, they spend like 300 million in Serie A, only 9 million. Like, it's ridiculous. But whoever I talk to with the Premier League, they say they don't have big issues like what's going on with the Serie A, because they bring billions of dollars and everything is set there. So I don't know.
Well, so one thing it's easier when you just have everyone has a lot of money. First. But number 2 is they're smart in England. They know if they all start fighting with each other like this, that it's going to ruin the league.
Exactly.
So,
what bothers me through most of the Italians, like I understand that you can be a good great Juventino fan whatsoever, but don't put the blame on Italy. Like people were saying on Facebook, Forza Spagna, that they're cheering against Italy. What does the national team has to do with this? That's not really. I don't agree with this. I can't even say nothing to these Juventini either because they attack me. Because they say they ruin soccer, they ruin my team, so why should I go for Italy? But yes, a guy like me that live here in Canada, I will never say anything like I will go against Italy, like the Nations League. Like you always have to have respect.
No, and also you gotta also remember Mancini and the players have nothing to do with any of this either.
No, it's these fellow Juventini talking like this, going against you know, how you call it, going against Italy. It has nothing to do because they think it's their fault. It's not their fault. I know Gravina is doing the wrong things because if he wants to see the national team going the World Cup, he has to do something about this because this is not really good. Luca, buonasera. Forza Juve sempre, lo so. Scusa, sto facendo inglese. I some follower here, so yeah.
Ciao Luca.
Lui parla italiano, quindi è un juventino pure lui, carissimo. Quindi non so che dirti, caro Nick. I don't know what to tell you.
There's not much to say, niente più da dire.
No, perché a me non mi piace questo fatto che i tifosi non vogliono sopportare l'Italia perché di questa situazione. Non va bene, non va bene.
No, infatti così peggiora solo la situazione. Possiamo solo
Sì,
peggiorare.
appunto il calcio italiano sta mezzo cervellito perché di questi tifosi che ci abbiamo. È una cosa... Oh, vai... vai tranquillo, grande, grazie. Se vuoi sapere, Luca, stiamo parlando tutto in generale quello che sta succedendo alla Juventus, la Serie A. Rispondo alla mia domanda, caro Luca. Secondo te va bene che i tifosi attaccano la nazionale italiana e secondo te dove va a finire? Rispondimi, Luca. Vediamo se lui mi risponde. We're going to make some Italians happy, so stay tuned. This is going to be a little Italian discussion here. Ma cosa ne pensi te, Nick, di McKennie di andarsene? Poi chi prendiamo? Riprendiamo Rovella, penso.
Sì, può essere perché non si deve pagare, ma ricordati c'è Pogba che torna in squadra.
E speriamo che sta bene Pogba, quello che ho paura io. Speriamo...
Il cosa è che un paio di soldi non è che, vabbè, non si sa mai con questa situazione, ma prendere 30 milioni e poi...
spendere un altro, yeah.
McKennie potrebbe, a me, anche perché è americano, a me piace, però veramente non ha giocato così bene. Allora prendere 30 milioni per lui, per me, è un buon prezzo.
Sì, perché Coppella ha giocato bene, però ultimamente non va bene.
Sì. Ma quello che non capisco è che non è uno che è stato in panchina. Ha giocato ogni partita. Allora
Sì.
È un po' strano che Allegri dice sì, se ne può andare.
Però lui aveva messo sempre titolare, ma che va, metti fagioli titolari, no?
Sì, esatto. È un po' strano, però non è... Che...
E lui dice, è d'accordo con noi.
Sì.
Grande Luca, almeno c'è qualcuno che va d'accordo con noi, perché io, ritornando al discorso della nazionale, non vado d'accordo che deve andare contro, che vedi i Juventini dicono forza la Spagna, ma non vi vergognate. Sì, sei Juventino, non piace quello che stanno facendo la Juve, però non devi attaccare la nazionale. L'Italia rimarrà sempre l'Italia. Giusto? Quello è il problema di questi tifosi, non solo Juventini, altri tifosi che parlano così, non va bene.
No, è giusto, però...
È una cacca.
Dobbiamo essere onesti pure.
Cioè, sì, onesti sportivi.
Cioè, se noi continuiamo così, veramente, è veramente un peccato. Noi abbiamo vinto l'Europeo nel 2020, abbiamo vinto il Mondiale 4 volte. Cioè, ti immagini se queste liti che non si facevano, che cosa potevamo fare a quest'ora? Tu ti immagini?
Sì. Un secondo, Nick, arrivo
Sì,
subito, un secondo.
tranquillo.
Eh, eccomi,
Ok, ok.
dovevo accendere la luce per mia moglie, quindi questa Luca è divertente.
Sì, sì.
È la classica politica che fa schifo in Italia. Giusto, Luca, giusto. Stiamo parlando oggi io e Nick di questa cosa. Ultimamente, cioè, mi passa la voglia di vedere il calcio perché è troppo politica e troppo porcheria. Non va bene, non
Ma
va bene.
infatti io ho detto mi sono stufato, cioè se a quest'ora la Juve era settimo in classifica perché faceva schifo, qua di là non aveva il gioco, allora va bene, ci sta, ma fare queste polemiche sempre, cioè mi sono stufato.
Troppo.
Mm. Cioè io voglio
Ah,
perdere per merito sportivo e se io devo perdere meglio per merito sportivo, non... e poi anche per vincere, cioè non per queste polemiche.
perché se ci pensi sopra, noi abbiamo sudato per arrivare al secondo posto. Ma lascia stare, abbiamo vinto a culo con la Verona, Lecce, compagnia, però noi abbiamo sudato. E poi per questa cosa di ingiustizia si sveglia la mattina, boom, 15 punti penalizzati. E poi ti passa la fantasia di guardare, poi dopo di questi 15 punti penalizzati tu guardi le altre partite perché vuoi sempre sopportare la Serie A e l'Inter perde con l'Empoli e dici mamma mia, di cui do credito all'Empoli perché la cosa bella di Serie A vedi questi giovani, queste piccole squadre con questi giovani ragazzi italiani pure che fanno bene, pure gli allenatori e poi il Milan perde 4-0 con la Lazio. Mamma mia, cioè, che sta succedendo con queste grandi squadre?
Ma succede, la pausa mondiale non ha aiutato, tante spiegazioni, ma
Sì, però il
infatti
Milan pure prima del mondiale non è che mi piace. L'anno scorso il Milan hanno giocato bene, ma quest'anno poi l'Inter si sa, alti e bassi, vediamo che fanno domani. Può darsi, però non c'hanno Di Marco e Barella, quindi sarà duro. Poi Skriniar è fuori, vediamo un
sì,
po'.
ma va bene, secondo me, infatti questo deve essere un altro punto perché non dobbiamo litigare a fare queste polemiche, perché
Io lo dico sempre.
se tu noti, in questi anni noi abbiamo dominato a merito nostro, ma anche perché, facciamo onesti, le altre squadre in Italia non erano a livello.
Esatto.
Ora tutta la Serie A ha migliorato.
Monza, Empoli,
Cioè,
Lecce.
infatti tutti hanno detto no, anni fa queste squadre, cioè la Juventus, anche il Napoli non perdeva mai con queste squadrette. E ora succede. E non è solo perché loro non sono forti come una volta, ma queste squadre sono più forti pure, giocano meglio. La Serie A ha migliorato assai.
Sì, poi crescerà.
Ma e se noi facciamo continuiamo a fare questa vergogna, ricominciamo dal capo.
Da capo, yeah.
Ma e poi è una bella cosa vedere queste squadre. Cioè, certo, e se la squadra tua perde con uno di queste è sempre brutto, però veramente è una bella cosa quando succede qualcosa del genere, quando una
Ma è
squadra
buono,
piccola.
scusami, è buono pure per la nazionale, che vedi Fagioli adesso gioca bene. E poi questi giovani come Bazzarin all'Empoli, Rovella, cioè è buono per la nazionale, no?
Ma pure Barella ha cominciato così. Barella da dove è
Sì, Barella a
venuto?
Cagliari.
Sì, era al Cagliari e poi era giovane, ha giocato bene, è andato all'Inter e poi è andato alla nazionale e ha vinto l'Europeo da titolare. Cioè, il
Lui
calcio è
diventerà
così.
capitano dell'Inter.
Sì, ma il calcio deve essere così e se noi vogliamo più ragazzi come Barella, come Locatelli, come Donnarumma, cioè non possiamo fare queste polemiche.
Ma guarda caso Donnarumma gioca a Milano con la nazionale, i milanisti lo attaccano. Cioè,
Eh, lo so, ma veramente per questo mi sono stufato. Finalmente siamo arrivati a un punto dove la Serie A, tutti, e specialmente quando è venuto Ronaldo, poi è venuto Lukaku, c'era un bel campionato tra Juventus e Inter, ok?
esatto.
Finalmente la Serie A stava tornando. E a parte noi le finali di Champions League, la Roma ha giocato bene in Champions League un anno, il Napoli giocava bene, l'Atalanta giocava bene. Finalmente siamo arrivati verso come eravamo negli anni 90, anni 2000, e poi adesso stiamo buttando tutto fuori.
Lo so perché l'Atalanta non stava giocando bene, adesso stanno giocando bene, quindi speriamo che rimane quel ritmo.
Cioè, e
Però
poi,
vediamo un po', dai, speriamo per il meglio, che non se ne può più.
c'è il discorso pure, la pandemia non è aiutato, però infatti io per questo ancora non capisco, è successo una pandemia, cioè magari lasciamo stare un poco perché c'è una scusa si può usare per tutti della pandemia, cioè dobbiamo essere ragionevoli,
Yeah, dobbiamo essere onesti.
ma
Vediamo un po', ancora Luca. Se guardiamo il passato, la Juve vinceva lo scudetto sulle seconda con 12 o 14 punti di vantaggio. Li abbiamo sempre schiacciati, giusto?
ma
Però
infatti ma io,
vai Nick.
ma io stavo dicendo, non era solo al merito nostro, era pure perché le altre squadre non giocavano bene. Ora tutto il campionato è migliorato.
Sì, però quei tempi la Juve era la squadra forte, cioè avevamo una
Anche,
squadra completa, con Pogba che era meglio, Davis, De Piero, Vidal, Tevez, insomma. Nei
è
tempi di
vero,
Conte e signor Allegri, quindi
è vero.
vediamo un po', dopo di questa cosa non moriamo mai, quindi arriveremo sempre più forti.
Dai, voglio andare in Serie D perché poi tanto in 10 anni i scudetti li vinciamo noi.
Esatto. E tutto qua, tutto qua. C'è qualcos'altro da dire, Nick?
No, se tu avevi altre domande di altre cose.
Yeah, io ho detto la mia del Milan per Zaniolo che dovrebbe sapere per 48 ore se lo prendono, però non so se è sicuro.
Ma io ho visto io era il Milan non voleva, cioè, pagare le cifre dei 30 milioni. Secondo me Zaniolo al Milan l'unico modo che si può fare è se fai un prestito con obbligo di riscatto. Solo così può andare al Milan, secondo me.
Sì, però dopo, come ho saputo, tra 48 ore, può essere da domenica, vediamo, lunedì.
Secondo me non se ne va in Premier.
No, così ho saputo. Vediamo se lo prende il Milan.
Sì.
Vediamo un po'.
Ma non so perché lo vuole il Milan. Hanno già tanti giovani che giocano bene, perché devi spendere i soldi? Se era gratis.
Wow, come hanno fatto con quello belga che Talera hanno speso 30 milioni, non è che gioca tanto bene. Zaniolo gioca bene, però si è sempre infortunato quello.
È vero, ma poi se era gratis era una cosa, ma poi se devi pagarlo, per me non capisco una mossa.
Non lo so, vediamo, vediamo un po'. Tutto può succedere. Va bene, penso che chiudo qua, Nick.
Ok, va
C'è
bene.
qualcos'altro da aggiungere?
No, se avevi qualche domanda, però no.
No, perché non voglio darti fastidio.
No, io sto tranquillo.
No, io perché io ho detto la mia, bene o male abbiamo detto le stesse cose.
Sì,
I tuoi 20-30 minuti qua mi ha aiutato tanto. Poi con la
ok.
presenza di Luca Bertoli almeno l'abbiamo cambiato in italiano perché nessuno stava qua, so why not?
No, infatti, meglio così.
Grazie tanto, Nick.
Ok.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all. Grazie voi chi stavate nella chat. We'll do another one. We'll see when Nick is available to give his 2 cents. And like I said, I might have some other guests. Then I'll let you keep you guys updated. And never mind the bullshit. Sempre fino alla fine. Viva la Serie A, viva l'Italia. Basta con le stronzate, andare contro l'Italia, per favore. E tiriamo avanti. Giusto, Nick?
Giusto, giustissimo.
Ok, ciao Luca. E ci sentiamo.
Ok.
Alla prossima.
Ok, alla prossima, ragazzi. Buona serata.
Grazie. Ciao ciao.